Hey everybody, this is Steve Cook coming to you live from NAMM 2009 for Premier Guitar Magazine, here with Ben Fulton from Red Witch. How are you, sir?
I'm well, thanks. I'm well.
You look good.
Oh, well, I try, as do you.
Well, thank you so much. Today we're going to talk about Red Witch products. What's new? What's happening? What's exciting?
Well, the thing which we've got for this show that's completely new, it's going to be available in about 7 weeks' time, is the Famulous Distortion pedal. We finally got around to doing a distortion, and I'll show it to you if you like.
Please do, please do.
This is the critter here. Basically, it's you can't reinvent the wheel with distortion, but what we've done is we've taken two totally distinct circuits and put them in the same enclosure. They run parallel, so they have a common volume control and a common tone control, but you can adjust the gain on either of them independently. And you use this, the alchemy control, to blend between one and the other. This one over here, gain A, is really bitey, and this one over here, gain B, that's got a lot more sort of mid-range punch to it. So the combinations of those two things make it a really, really versatile pedal. So just listening to gain A, the bitey one, sounds like this. And sliding over to gain B, with the gain B, it's got a lot more sort of honk and twang in the mid-range versus the thing which things get really interesting though when you blend the two together and you get this sound. And that single note sound. If you've got heaps of gain with either of those channels, we'll just switch over to gain A, solely running gain A. I'm going to turn that right up. If that's your cup of tea, then you've got that available to you. But the thing I find most interesting is when we wind one of the channels right back, so it's almost clean, and you get. And then you bring the gain up on the second channel, and you mix in just a little bit of that one there. So that's got gain on it. This one's almost clean. So then we get this in. Mix in a little bit more. So you're getting two sounds there, parallel with each other. You get a clean sound and the breaking up sound. And of course, we bring it right up here. That clean sound just helps really, really cut the sound really cuts through. It's got real clarity to it. And of course you can run that in reverse and so on. You can have this one down low and that one up high. There's an infinite number of options with it. The idea is that every person who buys one of these is going to be able to find a place with a sound that works for them, that's going to be unique to them. That's the real key to this.
Now pair this with one of your other pedals and pair this and show me how these can work together.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, we've got obviously the other four products that we have. We've got the Fuzz God, which is a silicon fuzz pedal. It does all the stuff you'd expect from a fuzz pedal, with a gating control through the sputter, and it's also got a second foot switch which you can click on that brings in crazy oscillation frequencies, so you can bring the insanity in and out as you wish. This one is the Empress Chorus, which is our chorus vibrato pedal. The thing which makes this really different is that you're able to change the delay time on the chorus, so it can be really, really light and tight and really, really shimmery and clean, or when you increase the delay time around, you get a really thick, deep pulsing chorus sound. We've got the Moon Phaser here, which is a phase tremolo pedal, and it does another thing called tremo phase, which is where the pulse of the phase and the rise and fall in volume on the tremolo happen at the same time. And then we've got the pentavical tremolo, which is like a 5-voice tremolo, which gives you 5 different frequency responses. The idea is that the amps in the 50s, which came out with tremolo, would each have a different flavor to that tremolo, generally to do with the speaker configuration or the cabinet size. Big cabinet, lots of speakers, going to have a big throbby sound with a couple of 12-inch speakers. Something small like that is going to give you a much thinner sound, and so that's what you basically have here. So let's try hooking a couple of them up. I'll just get I'll get this going by itself, so you can hear the Moon Phaser. So that's the tremo phase sound that you're hearing at the moment. There's a 6-way rotary switch here, which lets you choose between 3 phases, 2 tremo phases, and a tremolo. But this is you can hear the volume shift at the same time as the phase. So when we bring this around here, adjust with the moon phaser the trajectory, which basically determines where the pulse is happening, whether it's a shimmery pulse or a throbby pulse, just to make things really simple. And that sounds like this. So at the moment we've got quite a shimmery pulse. You can hear that's happening in the lower frequencies now. So we've got that one there. Now the chorus, as I was saying before, it gives you the option of changing the delay time. So I'll just show you how that sounds. So I'm going to set this to a short delay time, and it sounds like this. It's in vibrato mode. Now it's in chorus mode. Increase the delay time. And increase it again. And if you wanted to, you wouldn't want to hear that after a hard no, that's for sure. You can turn it into a vibrato pedal just by clicking the switch across. It just takes the clean signal out of it, so it's just completely wet. I really am fond of this sound. This is stereo, and this is stereo as well. It sends a wet and a dry if you want to hook it up to two amplifiers, and then that phasing or chorusing happens in the space between the two amplifiers. The tremolo sounds like this. When I wind this back to that's the most sort of bottom heavy setting. I'm going to spin it back over here to the thinnest of settings. You've got the velocity control, which controls the speed, depth, as you'd expect. Volume, which you can use as a clean boost if you want to back the depth control right back so you don't get any actual tremolo effect. Here's unity gain. It's a nice transparent boost. But the thing which is most unique about this is the bottom control. If you listen to this sound right now, you can hear that all of the frequencies are being brought in and brought out. When I turn it this way, the only frequencies that are being brought in and out at the bottom end. The top end stays the same. And because it's on a dial, you're able to set it sort of anywhere in between you want to as well. And then finally we've got the fuzz guide. As I say, it's a silicon fuzz, which basically gives you the things that you'd want from a fuzz pedal. Now you can bring an extra gain with this switch. You've got the sputter control, which is the gate. And that gives you that sort of fuzz in the sun, sort of Yardbirds-esque sound. So we'll bring that back. Things get really interesting though when you hit this switch, because this is the Roth engaged switch, this one with the lightning bolts. This brings in this oscillation frequency, which you can set anywhere you like, and as you play, the note sustains and sustains. And we set it to a lower frequency.
Perfect for church.
Okay, the website is www.redwitchanalogpedals.com.
That's www.redwitchanalogpedals.com. For PremierGuitar.com, this is Steve Cook signing off.